what we do, we Dremel his nails this short every time. We take his paws when we're grooming them, and you can use a hand razor or you can use small scissors like this. Go in between the toes and make them flat to the pad, just even with the pad. On either side, we will go at the edge of the pad and clip right here. They've already been done, so you're not catching any hair. If you're catching hair when you push your bottom blade to the pad, then that needs to be trimmed off. Same on the inside. That's his nail, so we can't get that, okay? So all 4 paws done exactly like that. Stand. Stand. Good boy. When it comes time for a show, this is the only time that he needs this done, is you'll take both ears, and it's already been done, as you can see here, but what you'll do is take all this hair off with thinning shears, and you'll come up at an angle like this and thin all this out. It's already been done, like I said. Leave this hair, long hair, alone. It's the rough hair back here that normally grows, and you'll need it straight, just like this. See how it's shown like that?
So his ear,
you always
like
pull
this,
it,
and you're going to pull his ear up.
yes, over his head.
Over his head.
Mm-hmm.
And the little guy's down there.
Yeah. Just at the fold of the ear, right here. Okay? Inside flap, right here, same thing. All this needs to come off.
Hey.
And just thin that out, so his ear lays properly. And you want to show the front? So. Nice.
And then
Okay,
also
for
they
this,
said one other thing to look at is when you
Yeah, the
hold your
angle.
ear up like that.
there's absence of hair at the base of his ear.
Right, exactly. It's right there
Mhm.
where the hair is gone, and that helps it lay
Yeah.
the way it should lay.
And then you can use a stripping stone as well as a stripping blade to just thin out this hair ever so finely. See, just that little bit of hair right up here. And that's it. That's it for that. Okay?
Okay, all right.
Stop. With the neck, what we want, you can use a 10 blade on the neck, but only several weeks before a show.
Yeah, like
You want
6
this
weeks before
thin.
a show or more.
Yeah. You want the fold to be evident but not be sticking up. So thinning shears will take care of that. Not too defined because he has such variation in color here. We want this hair, this is cut just a little bit too short, so we're going to let this grow in just a little bit so it meets this line right here. Okay, so we'll just thin this up just ever so slightly and until this grows on this side. See, this side's a little bit better. It's already grown into the fold.
Or hold that ear up so you can get a really good look at that.
Okay. And see, this ear is done the same way with thinning right here.
You can kind of see the ridge, but that's really only a difference
Exactly.
in hair colors.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay? And idealistically, we would like to see a formation of a W right here. So this can be thinned out just a little bit more on either side, just ever so slightly.
But I think he's doing, yeah, no.
Okay. So yeah, the rest of him
Okay.
is hunky-dory.
And so from the side,
Stand.
the chest hair ends up, once he gets groomed, it really shows his neck. Quincy. It shows his neck and the chest hair, even though it's laying down instead of sticking straight out, it still defines his chest really well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good boy, good boy.
You can see.
Good boy, good boy.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh,
and,
wait, Belle.
and then
And don't
when
ever-
blowing him dry, oh,
Don't ever, ever touch this. Don't
his
clip
hunter's
it.
ridge.
Yeah, don't clip it. Don't do anything to his hunter's ridge.
Okay.
Ever.
And then also if he has if he gets a little too fuzzy underneath his bottom lip,
Yep. You
never
can
his
trim-
whiskers, never the whiskers.
No, you can just,
You just
trim
kinda
with thinning
trim
shears. But he
and kinda keep
really,
that.
yeah, he
They
really
did
doesn't.
that just the other day, so it's really
Neither
under
of us.
control, but just,
You got it, buddy.
so it really helps define.
Yeah. And
His
it's
little
not
face.
even long enough to thin.
And
to
then
it.
you never ever do the
The
top of his head.
No.
You want that to
Nothing
grow,
else needs to be done.
you want a good definition.
No.
So, and the only other thing would be his pants should never be touching the ground when he's walking.
Right.
So
But don't.
you want to make sure, and rarely will those ever need to be,
Yeah, rarely will you ever have to clip those because they should lay naturally anyway. So what you're looking at, it doesn't have to be cropped or docked, short or even. We want it to flow just like that. And once he's bathed and he is dried out, all this becomes straight. So there's very little curl than what you're seeing right now.
yeah.
Don't touch the tail. The tail's fine. The only thing that you could do, if in fact it comes down to he does gather a whole lot of coat right here, instead of using the thinning shears, we would just take the stripping comb and then just lightly pull through this area and take off a little bit of hair. And that's it. That's just to even his top line and not make this area look so prominent.
Like a hump.
As opposed to this, yes. But that's the only thing that you'd ever have to do.
And then
And
we
not too
also
much.
want to make sure his rear legs are really groomed down. If we have to wet them at the last minute,
Yeah.
lotion, whatever we need to do, so that they're not fluffed up and making his haunches look bigger than they are.
Than his waist,
Because
yeah.
his haunches should be even with his shoulders.
Yes.
They should not be any broader than
Right.
his shoulders.
Right.
If haunches is actually
It
the
is.
right word. Don't know, just
Yes.
talking.
It is.
Okay.
So he's good to go.
All right. And
Beauty show dog.
that's Quincy 101.
Yes. Cute.